Welcome, I'm David,
I'm Lindsay,
and this is Desmonds Donders.
Hello and welcome back to Clodimos. Sorry, there's something biting in my ear. I don't know if you're going to see any of this, but there are absolutely hundreds of different varieties of mushrooms around here. I know this is a popular place for people to come. I've just spoken to a gentleman that's picking chanterelles. Me, I wouldn't touch them because no my luck I'd get the wrong ones. He says there's a false chanterelle, but I couldn't tell you the difference between them, so like I said before, I ain't taking the risk. And I doubt there'll be many left by the time he's finished. He says he's been foraging for over 30 years, so he's one of the old hands at it. And I said, oh well, good luck with your foraging, I'm just after dragonflies. Oh, you'll see plenty of them. I thought, no I won't, because they'll know I'm coming and they'll go hide. So here we go again. It's about 2 o'clock, it's just after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've also got to be wary of the fact that it is September and the nights are drawing in again. So and this may end up being a wild goose chase, I don't know. We'll see. But it's nice to get out and about. See, as I said, I think they're chanterelles, but I don't know for certain, and I ain't touching them. Well, there's plenty of them. I keep losing count how many different varieties of mushrooms I see in this place. I managed to get a picture of the underneath of a mushroom with all its gills intact, so I'm actually quite chuffed with that. I know, I'm easy pleased. I still can't see any damage that a fire would have caused, although there are a lot of people out walking their dogs, which is entirely different. But as yet I haven't seen anybody carrying any poo bags. I have seen quite a few being left on the side of the road, but I've got no idea how long they've been there for. So, judge not. Anyway, I'm going to switch off, these people are coming. There are geese going overhead. As they're noisy, I can only assume that they're pinkfoots. But on the way here last night, on quite a few of the fields that had been harvested, there were an awful lot of geese. And I know there's a, I don't know if it's an unwritten rule or not, that they leave the stubble for the geese to get whatever they get out of the stubble for a couple of days. Or it could just be hearsay, or it's just me making things up. But I'm sure there's something, I can't remember. But there's I haven't exactly had the best weather for the farmers when they were hoping to, harvest their grain, because it's been so wet. They've managed, and there's a lot of the round hay bales about. I do miss the old square ones where they used to just pile them up. I haven't seen haystacks in a very long time. That's because you're old, Lindsay. Yep. So, I'm not sure how long I'm going to keep you on for, because I have to keep checking my phone to see if I'm going the right direction. I'm aiming for the dragonfly pond. Yeah, but I must put my own teeth back in. But the last time I tried it, I got covered in clig bites and I got a tick. So we'll see. It would kind of be better if it was all like this. But the last time I had to go through grass, which was not very pleasant, although it was a nice day. I'm also not sure if it's going to start raining again, in which case I'll be turning tail and going back. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to switch you off for a bit because I can see more people coming. And God, where are you? There's not much for you to see here, to be honest, apart from trees on either side and a dirt path. So I'll switch you off and I'll put you back on later. I've just come across this and I don't believe I've actually seen it before. And there's a sign there that says what's below, and it said on there, you'll not pick it up, my home, and it's got a little face and a home, and they look like roof rafters in a chimney. And on the other side of the chimney it says, before I went to bed, the old man said, when I was a wee lad with my dad showed me a chimney in the sand all around, and lost below the sand that ate a house built with black gold I guarded by a ghost or two or so the old man said before I went to bed. Honestly, this place never ceases to surprise me. I mean, we've been coming here for years, but never seen it before. I know that there were people who lived, sorry, I'm going to have to swap hands a minute, that people lived around the Culbin forest before the forest was actually here, before the sand dunes took over, because there are plates of gold. And there is a dragonfly. And you're not going to see it. Where are you going? Honestly, I wish these bloody things would stand still. There she goes. Can you see it? Oh, please be able to see it. Alright, I'm going to switch you off, hang on. So, this is a dragonfly pond. And I've spent the last 40 minutes, an hour here, seen lots of dragonflies, but none that will sit still. And they are everywhere. I don't know if you'll see that, but there is one flying around just now. The same as I saw in the woods earlier. There's at least a dozen of them here. I've decided it's time to start heading back. The wind's picking up. It's tried to rain twice and I'm quite a distance from Desmonds and I really don't fancy getting wet. So I'm heading back, and then I realised I probably hadn't put you on. I can't honestly remember if I did or I didn't. Sorry, I'm going to have to swap hands. There. So the path this time that I took was a lot easier than the one I went through the last time. because it was basically a proper track and not going through bushes and overgrowth and getting eaten alive by clegs, midges and getting jumped on by ticks.
Turn right.
Oh, shut up, I know. Sorry, that's my phone. I've got the organic maps on just so that I can go back the same way I came, so I don't have to go through the overgrowth. She says hopefully. It's a 1.5 miles one way from Desmond, which for me is not a great distance. So I have seen them. I've got 2 fuzzed out pictures of a green and yellow dragonfly and 1 very minuscule picture of a damselfly. Oh God, which way are we going? This way? Okay. I think I need more patience and a camera that's got a higher spec than the one I've got to get pictures of them. I did put the camera on multi-shot so that if there was any chance of me actually getting one, that I'd get more than 1 shot of it. And that's why I've got 2 fuzzed out pictures of a dragonfly. But I'm quite happy. I've seen them. I've actually seen more this year than I have in a very long time, because we saw them last weekend at Craighawkey, the weekend before at Glenafric, although the Glenafric ones were flying above my head and flying round me all the time, but I could not get a picture of them. But I know I saw them, so that's all I'm bothered about. I decided to put the the volume up on my phone so that I wouldn't have to keep taking the phone out to find out if I was going the right way or not. As it hasn't said anything, I assume I'm on the right path. I'll find out. I have no desire to go to Hill 99 or Viewpoint 99 or whatever the hell they call it. Although I do seem to have a signal here. We don't at the van. So, yeah, it is what it is. Hello, baby. Oh, that's a spider. That's a big spider. So, I'll leave it to it. There was no one else at the pond, just me. So I sat down on the sandy bank and waited, and they came, and they flitted, and they flitted. But they are such beautiful things to watch flying, and you can hear their wings as they fly so fast. But I'll get them on camera one day. I've done it before. But to be honest, I'm just happy seeing them. Even in this very weird summer that we've had. Oh, and I've seen about 6 tiny little froglets. And so I thought it was far too late in the season for them, but obviously not. So I'll head back to Desmond and see what David's up to. There was a lot of people in the car park. There was a lady with a horse, and it was quite entertaining watching her because she was about half the size the bloody horse was, so she had to use a set of steps to get on the horse, and the horse wasn't having it. He was not for playing. And there's a lot of exercise of horses in the forest. As you can see, the amount of horse dung that's around. Sorry, the wind's picking up quite wee. I have spent 5.5 hours in Culbin forest before, because I got completely lost and all I had with me was a map. Okay, what bloody way do we go now? Go this way. I don't think I'm on the right path. Right, I'm going to have to switch you off because I am not sure where I am. Apparently we are on the right path, it just doesn't feel like the same one we were on before. But, hey ho, we'll keep going.
Turn left.
Where? Right, I'm sorry guys, but I'm going to have to switch you off because this thing is driving me bananas. There's no way I'm going up there. Right, catch you in a bit. Okay, so to stop any of you worrying, I think I know where I am now and I'm not that far away. Well, less than half a mile away I think from Desmonds. Sometimes these maps or apps are brilliant and other times they're crap, but what doesn't help is the fact I have a lousy sense of direction and I don't read maps, not properly, so the main thing at fault, as usual, is me. But we're heading back now. It's kind of getting overcast again, and I'm not sure what this camera thinks it's playing up, but never mind. So all in all, I think, apart from getting lost, which is part and parcel of coming out with me, it's been a successful day. I have seen dragonflies. I saw dragonflies at the dragonfly pole. I got there really easily. Coming back's a different story, but that's because I wasn't paying attention. So, like I said before, there are hundreds of different types of mushrooms around. It's a forager's paradise if they know what they're doing. Me, I don't. I know I'm beginning to sound like a broken record. So I'll switch you back on closer to Desmonds so that you know I get back, because obviously if I don't, David would never be able to get hold of the video. So don't worry folks, I always get back. It may take me longer to get back than it took me to get where I'm going, but I always get back. The need for a cup of tea is usually the one thing that holds me back. But, it's been fun. I did put my winter coat back in Desmond, and I put my summer jacket, the pink one, has been washed and it's now back in the wardrobe, because it's getting colder and damper at night when I'm coming out the factory, and when you're working in there it's kind of warm, and then to come out and hit a cold wall, well, a wall of cold, it does not do anybody any good. So the jackets have been switched over, which no doubt means we'll end up getting an Indian summer. But we'll see. Thankfully, where are you pointing? Point that way. Thankfully, the rain didn't come too much, but I wouldn't fancy it starting and me getting home to Desmond dry. So, like I said, we're not far away. As the crow flies, it's probably closer, but I'm not a crow, so I can't fly there. There are so many registered paths along here, and paths that people have made, and ones that the horses have made. It is very easy to get lost in this place, but I always try and take my phone with me when I come down here now, having spent 5 hours in the other part of it looking for Hill 99 and I didn't find it. Not that time. But so if any of you want to come with a walk with me, first of all, take a map, take a compass, and keep your fingers crossed that I don't get you lost. If you can hear the planes above me, we're on a direct route to Inverness Airport from here. It's one of the ways that they go into Inverness, so it can get pretty noisy. Although I believe Inverness Airport shuts at either 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night. Like I say, it's been a successful day. I've seen dragonflies, I've seen damselflies, and I've seen darters. Haven't got many pictures, and the ones I've got I think are fuzzy, but I've seen them. So I will switch you back on when I get to Desmond, just so that you all don't have to worry about me, because I know you do. Right. Okay guys, I'll switch you back on later.
Thank you for watching Desmonds Donders. And remember, while in the countryside, indeed anywhere, take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and click that notification bell to receive notifications of all our videos.